After the Red ambush and Green defeat at Tanja Pass, the Reds launch a counter-offensive against the Green forward operating base. They fought a fierce battle, but were sadly cut down by the Green armour and were forced to retreat. The Reds are now defending the entrance into the canyon, and there is no other way in. Colonel Joseph Scott calls for help, and Colonel Greenwing of the 101st Airborne answers his call. He sends his companies behind enemy lines to cut the Reds off from the rest of their army. With barely anywhere to land and a very poor execution of planning, the Greens end up scattered all over the mountains. This ends with the mighty Green Berets fighting to their deaths at an old prisoner mining camp. After a full day of fighting, the Greens were defeated, but because the Reds were distracted, the prisoners made a Pyrrhic escape into the mountains. Among the prisoners was that of the Lord and rightful Emperor of the Tan Empire, Lord Malice. He was captured some months before. He reunited with his 75th Marauders and joins the Greens to defeat General Redberg once and for all. Malice and his 101st now turn their attention to this canyon, as General Redberg is no doubtably sending in reinforcements. They lay in wait for an ambush against the Reds. So here we are on yet another canyon with another ambush, but this time against the Reds. So the Tans are currently waiting for the Reds to get into a position so they can ambush the incoming army. So this isn't like the last ambush video that we saw. The Greens only sent in a fraction of what the Reds are sending into this. As you can see, there's also 2 rows of them and around 400 infantry among them. So this is going to be really interesting. We can see Malice's troops right here waiting to shoot. They're waiting for the right moment. They're on both sides. You can see what vehicles they've got as well. Some infantry. Hold. Here we go. And it's kicking off. Absolute carnage. Let's get on the ground and witness it from the Red perspective. Look. It's an absolute slaughter on the Red side right here. Cut off from both sides. It's more like revenge, if you ask me. The Reds have a variety of different vehicles in here. We've got a mix of T-64s and some T-55s. Things went south very quickly then, and if we go up here to the beginning of the canyon, we can see the 101st Airborne, a mix of normal soldiers and Green Berets moving up as well. So the cut off from both sides. Now all they need to do is get from one side of the map to the other to support the Tans in the canyon. That was beautiful. The Tans had some advantage if we look at their weaponry up here. You can see they've got one of these Bofors anti-tank missiles, and he's clearly really bad at aiming. I believe they have 50 calibers as well. They've still got a T-55 active. These have armor plates, so they're not easy to kill. A lot of red infantry over here as well. I spoke too soon. Oh no. So they're really homing in on their tanks right now, but they can't get a good shot. Let's see what damage happened to the Tans up here. We can see a lot of 75th Malice's Marauders were killed down there. The odd soldier killed up here as well. I love them, they've got their signature Malice mask on them, that's how you know they're the 75th. The Reds are just scrambling to whatever cover they can find now. Rest in peace. Or should I say rest in pieces. The green 101st, approximately one company of soldiers right here. Pushing forward now. This is revenge for all of the pain, for all of the red victories. And if they own this pass, it's going to turn the tide of the war. It means that the Reds are going to be fighting on two fronts. There are still some Greens around the mountain areas, because like I say, they were scattered. Very quickly they were deployed, so it works for pure poor execution in tactics. Slaughtered all three of them. I have been doing a bit of balancing in this mod as well, so the guns are going to be a little bit more balanced in the future. I have fiddled around with some of the versions of the AKM, just to try and make them a little bit more equal to the M16. But I've got loads more files to go through. Oh. The Reds could still win this, they're still coming in the map. Bringing in the odd reinforcement here and there. Oh, was that a headshot? Here comes the 101st. The 101st Airborne is now supporting the Tans on the ground. You wouldn't believe how many soldiers were in that convoy. Every one of these trucks that you see here was full. Every BTR was full. This is where the action is now. Oh! Good shot from the Tans. He threw it away, then blew up anyway. That guy should not do the lottery. In fact, he can't anyway because he's dead, but never mind. You get what I mean, he's unlucky. More Reds approaching. Sticking to the rocks. Look at that running animation. It's like, I'm coming! Wait for me! I have a bazooka! Well, an RPG. It's the Russian version of a bazooka. Is an RPG Russian? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh! Complete carnage. We can see the Scar H right there. The Reds are winning. They're taking on the 101st head on. Where's that tank support? We need tank support. So cool. Heavy fire, dudes. Heavy fire. With the grenades as well. And this is Airborne Special Forces right here. If Colonel Greenling fails this campaign, I expect his resignation on my desk. Do you know what though? Despite anything, that is definitely at this precise moment a victory for the Tans and the Greens. Even though the Greens have lost a full company of men, there is literally no doubt that they have lost every soldier that they sent into this map. I'm not seeing... Oh! Hello! Okay, there's one Green left. Hopefully he stays alive to tell the story. But this happens every time. It's like the Reds just mop up right towards the end. Even if they're losing, they tend to just mop the map with their AK-47s. Or should I say RK-47s. We call it the Red K. So now, we've got a new front line right here. The Reds hold this side of the pass. The new front line is right here. Malice Marauders are undefeatable by the looks of things. Look, you see, these guys would have been scattered all over Tangeria, and this would just be one detachment of what is Malice's loyal troops. We've seen them a lot. We've seen them ever since the Vietnam Wars. If you're new to the channel, be sure to go and check that out. The Tans are just going to hold the line. Action from the PKM. You can't even see the Tans in the mountains, they're literally disguised. I think we're going to save what's left of the Reds. Let's pull them back. I'm declaring a full Red retreat right here. Retreat. Sound the retreat. We might have to bring in some special forces or try and locate where that tank camp is. If we can find out where the Tans are coming from, we can destroy them. We can cut the head off their high command. So the Reds are retreating. They lost a full convoy right there. Approximately 400 soldiers. All gone in the blink of an eye. So I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. I'm MightyMap123. A big thank you to everyone for all the support lately. I mean, the views, the donations, the merch sales, you know, the subscribers. Overall, I am blown away by the amount of support that this channel is getting, and I can't thank you enough, to be honest. It's an absolute dream come true, the fact that you guys are enjoying my content and I can do something that I love. So I just hope that I can stay true to my upload schedule. I plan to. I've got so much planned, and I hope you guys stay tuned and subscribe, like the video as well, and also leave a comment. And if you want to support the channel further, you can always follow me on Patreon as well. I'm going to upload some exclusive maps and missions and things like that, as well as some really cool behind the scenes stuff, like maybe some tutorials, and I don't know. I'm gonna really tweak my Patreon over the next few days, so if you want to support me in that way, really appreciate it. If you don't, then just subscribe. That's enough. That's all I want, just a subscription. And I will see you all in the next episode.